led to the deaths of so many men.
For the Alliance.
And you can't actually open. How many pages are there? Oh, quite a few. Yeah, I'm not going to read these. I have actually considered tracking down a lot of the yeah, we'll go there next. A lot of the books and stuff that you can read, and making just a series of me reading those. I don't know how. I'm not really for sure how I would do that, especially because some of them are quest related. I'm not for sure. But I mean that. Whoops. Seriously. A lot of the stories that in the these little short books, I mean, they're all fairly compact, and it's like this is an excerpt of this book, or this is a book that's interesting because of, you know, something. And a lot of them you just find kind of lying around. Ooh, the Maristead. There was actually a really potent fight that you have to do here.
I don't have a target.
Oh, dismount then, golly. Red Path's Shield. Red Path's Shield, and then we've got to find Devil's Librum. There it is. Can we read that one too? Yeah, I don't see the guy that he used to stand there and he would summon like a bunch of these blight hounds. Holy cow, that was a fight and a half. And I know that it was for a really cool quest chain that you used to get at Lights Hope Chapel. I hate that my memory has gotten so shoddy, but now I have not done that particular quest in, oh gosh, probably 6 or 7 years, so, because they've changed it so much. Miss Rain.
I am honored.
I suppose I'd better work on my stealth if you were able to find me. Are you interested in helping me heal the Plague Lands? Well, you have a keen eye to have seen me here, hidden among the grasses. Ahead of us lies the Fungal Vale, an area that the Scourge still cling tightly to. They use floating constructs to continually replague the land, keeping it vile and polluted. The devices are controlled with runes, which are held by dark adepts and shadow mages. Take the controlling runes that these cultists hold, aim them at the plague disseminators, then overcharge them with this mote. The result should be amusing. Scourge forces have made it a point to ensure that nothing survives in the Fungal Vale. All you will find are husks of rotted mushrooms and scorched grasses. The three corners of the Vale are home to 3 large ziggurats, which they use to reanimate their dead and summon new soldiers to the battlefield. Yet even in this evil, lifeless place, life finds a way to flourish. Take my seeds and plant them in the centers of these ziggurats. Prove to them that life will prevail. Oh boy. Wow. It's a good thing we actually don't need any of this stuff. Right. So we gotta kill a lot of these champions. Yeah, I'll just go and keep recording. Alright. Yes, cat, you're very adorable. Um, oh. So you click on it, and then if it's a good one, you'll get like a resonating skull. If not, you get bone dust, which is fairly useless. You'll notice that as long as we carry, well, actually, you can't see it. As long as we're on the quest for Heroes of Darrowshire, and we have those items in our inventory, the shield, the sword, the skull, like these little guys will keep following us. They'll shout, "Beware, Marduk! Beware, or your strength will wither." I know you guys can't see that. So we got another skull. Oh, it's nothing. Thankfully, these guys are fairly thick in here. You usually end up having to kill, I think you've got to get 5 of them. So everyone will drop a skull. So I'll just kill a bunch until I get like 5 or 6. Getting plenty of mage weave. Yeah, I was gonna do the black mage weave set for her, but I think Blizzard actually kind of changed the graphics on it a little bit. I'll have to look. Or it seemed like it was like they had changed it a little bit. Alright, so that's what you got to do to those. These things are actually starting to get a little bit of strength on them, so. Oh wow, that one didn't have a skull. That's really unusual. Whoop. As you can see, I turned off my scrolling combat text. I didn't like it. Oh wow, please don't be stuck. There we go. That's done. How many skulls I got? 5? Alright, so I got 1 resonating skull. Alright, so I ended up only getting 2 out of all 5 of those, so. So get 3 or 4 at a time. Cult of the Damned. I'll actually watch it this time. There we go. Yeah, after I drop off this last seed, if I have to farm for more of these, I'll just off-screen that, because it's... I hate when there's quests like that. Ugh, one more. I always turn early. I don't know why. So yeah, with the setup that I've got, being a Warlock with a fairly solid tank pet, I should be able to do kind of like how I did with Goblin and oh, thank goodness. And do some lower level dungeons without too much trouble. I mean, I'd actually went back and did Shadowfang Keep, and oh yeah, I still haven't turned that one quest in to get the other staff. I may do that and show that off here in a little bit, because it's actually kind of cool looking. I mean, I don't know that it goes with my outfit, but it might look good with the new one that we're gonna get. The sooner these scourge are pushed out of the fungal veil, the sooner we can heal it.
May the stars guide you.
623. Even if the flowers died out shortly after they bloomed, they proved our point to the scourge. They are losing, and we are winning.
Goddess watch over you.
Yay! Whoops. Alright, Skull of Horgus. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was actually being up in this area reminded me of something that we used to that we did back in toward the end of Vanilla when Anchorage opened. Oh, maybe it's a rare. And I was kind of hoping that Blizzard would kind of bring something like that back again. And it was when the servers had to actually work together to open up content. If you were playing back then, you know kind of what I was talking about. The like you had to gather up each side server wide, like Horde and Alliance both had to. Wow, I've never seen that. Weird. Anyway, they you had to gather up materials like cloth and make bandages and turn them in, and then like other found items. I mean, you know, it wasn't like I mean, you had to do a lot because you know both sides had to contribute. I think it was like 60 or 70,000 linens, and then you turn those into like heavy linen bandages and what have you. But I can't remember exactly. But we did that. Of course, we were on. I was trying to think. It wasn't the Zangarmarsh server. That was my second server. Anyway, but it was a very low population server, so like all of the content that we had opened had been opened already by other servers, so we kind of knew what to expect.
Strength.
But yeah, it just just like the working through it and like the server as a whole working together. Like we would get on the forums, like the Blizzard forums, and actually talk with guild leaders from the other faction and say, hey, look, where are you guys at, and is there anything that we can do to help, and get this content open for everybody. And it was really I'm gonna take that. Just I mean, I don't think I'm gonna ever wear it, but it just looks so cool.
Haven't we done this before?
You have the relics. Good. I will get to work on resolving any temporal discontinuities. Don't worry, that's not something you have to worry about. You just gather the reagents.
We meet again.
Yeah. Excellent work. Are you certain you haven't done this before? Possibly. I possibly have. Now, Valine, you will take part in the Battle of Darrellshire, and you will save Joseph Redpath. Place this relic bundle in Darrellshire Town Square, and the spirits of Darrellshire will rise. Join their battle and ensure that these two things come to pass. Davil must survive beyond the death of Horgus, and Redpath must survive to be corrupted, then defeated. After defeating the corrupted Redpath, his spirit will be saved. Speak with him, then return to his daughter Pamela. But anyway, something that was going on at the same time when all of that was happening was the Scourge was attacking the main city. So you would go to Ironforge, and there would be I don't know why these guys are up here. There would be like a humongous ziggurat out in front, and it would just be dropping undead like crazy. Well, I mean, not dropping, it would be like zoning them in, basically. And like you would fight them and fight them and fight them, and then eventually like a big boss would show up, or big groups of elites, and you would join big raids. Like there would be like 70 or 80 people, sometimes even in excess of 100. And I mean, one time we actually fought, it was like 4 or 5 hours of, I mean, it seemed like it took forever, but it was really fun. It was, like that, something that Guild Wars 2 does now, and, alright, so now we've